The next step that we're going to perform is to add a new sheet to the workbook. And we will come down here to the plus sign, and you see how it names it sheet 1. We're going to right click and rename the sheet information. And we're going to add a label, and we're going to call it budget per year with a colon. And in order to auto fit the contents to the column, there's a couple different ways to do that. You can double click the line in between the two columns, or you can go to the format in the cells group and click on auto fit column width, and that'll do the same thing. Next, we're going to select A4, and then we're going to go to the financials sheet. We're going to select A1 through A7, and we're going to copy that information, and we're going to paste it right in A4 and just click on paste, and then that puts your information from that sheet into the new sheet. Next, we're going to add our labels. Now we will format the labels just like we did the last time, and we'll do the wrap text. Okay, so you'll notice that because we have a varied number of text in each of the titles, we're going to have to do, I would like to see maybe 3 lines of text. So we can move things around. Actually, I'm going to do this and see if we can get these to, see if we can get these to 3 on one line. Okay, and so then the next thing that we'll want to do is make sure that everything is bottom aligned and then centered for, and then you can probably move this up a little bit since there's a little space there. And so that seems to look pretty much that it'll balance. And there's one other one that probably should be increased a little bit. There we go. Now it's time to add the data into the columns. And I want to point out that we're going to have different types of number formatting for different columns. So if you click up here in the number group, you will see that you can have a number format, currency, accounting, date, etc. And so we're going to format these columns based on what goes inside the columns. So for city and state, it's okay for us to type and leave them as general. Now you'll notice that text is aligned to the left, and if I put a number, it's automatically formatted to right align. We will fix that later. So we'll go ahead and for example, this one is a percentage, and you can type percentage. Let's just say that this is 65%. You can type percent and it'll keep it in percent formatting, and that's okay to do that. You can also format, notice that it changed to percentage once I put that in. Okay, so you could put 0.65 and then change it to percentage and it would change that. We also can change the number to increase the decimal place. We will be doing that a little bit later. The student to faculty ratio needs to be text, which is down here at the bottom, because it really isn't going to come through as a number. So if we would put 20 and a colon to 1, okay, that's going to be text. And again, text is left aligned. So these would be percentages, these would be numbers, and this is going to be a date. And the way you want to do a date is you will come here and go to more number formats. And when you go to the date format, okay, you'll notice that there are many different ways to format date. You can have time in there. We are going to have the date as the month and the day and not the year. So that's how we're going to format the date. So let's say that this is 7/1. Okay, so it'll put the date in there as 7/1. Now, if I did that, this is how it formats as 1 July, like that. So if I want to make sure that they're formatted the same, I'm going to use the format painter. Okay, so the format painter comes over here, and then I am going to go ahead and just put the format painter down here, and now it'll format exactly the same. Notice that up here it says date, and it will format just like the other ones were formatted. So we would do that for this one also. For text, we'll use the format painter, and we're going to go down and format that so that when we start typing in our data, that it will be the same. This is how your spreadsheet should look when you get the data into it.